Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus again. I know you're tired of me. Then maybe you're not, because when I look at the videos that I produce and post for you, only one or two of you have even viewed them. But perhaps you will view this one. You know, in my lifetime, I've done everything I possibly can to inform you and to assure you that there is a God of love, a God of peace, prosperity, and happiness. And I've exercised whatever came to my mind to make that true to you. I put on suits because many of you think a person got a suit on might have some sense. I've come before you dressed like I am today. I've come before you with my hair combed or not combed, my teeth, or even at the point when I had no teeth. I've committed crimes against the state to go to court, just to let you know that this is just that important, this message that I bring to you. I've sought after public office, from mayorship, governorship, United States Senate, and even president, to get this message to you. And presently I've asked the citizens of the state, and I'm asking the citizens of the state of Minnesota, to allow me to be the replacement for Al Franken, so that I can go to Congress and carry this message. And I'm also, and have also, asked you to consider me for president in 2020, for the purpose that this message, this wonderful message of God, can be given to you, and hopefully you accept it. I've done all of this. I've sacrificed what you consider great living by following the rules of this world. I haven't been doing that, and so I haven't been able to support a family. I haven't been able to support children who, out of my stupidity, are brought into this world. Out of all these things bring me pain and suffering, but it makes it even more important that I stand before you, sit before you, do whatever I can to alert you, to awake you, that the road that you're traveling is not the right road. And as I got up this morning, and I was having my breakfast, and I wanted to feed a little dog that I have around here. And while I prepared food for the dog, she ran to the little feeding area like she just couldn't wait to get it. And when she looked at what it was, she turned around, came back, and sat down with her head down like, I'm not going for that. So, thinking and having compassion for her, I fixed another plate of food. And I took her down to her bedroom. She ran down the stairs to her bedroom as if she couldn't wait to get this food. I closed the door because I didn't want her coming back upstairs sitting around me while I have my breakfast, as if I'm being cruel to her. So after I finished my breakfast, I thought about a treat for her. So I took something of my food to take down to give to her, so that she would know that I'm thinking about her. And when I went down and opened the door, she had not touched not one crumb, and sitting there with her head down like, I don't want this. You can't make me eat this, and I'm not going to sell for anything but what you got for me. I told my wife about that. She laughed at me. She says, I must be out of my mind. But that's what I saw. And so I didn't give the dog the treat. I brought it back upstairs. Because, see, there are first things that you got to do. And then there are things that are extra by you being obedient to the message, to the teachings that you've been given. And so as I sat there contemplating this, the Spirit spoke to me. And I wrote this message down, and I'd like to share it with you now. The message to you is this: as long as the citizens of this earth accepts and uses money and or its equivalent in the means for which it is currently used, there will be no protection from heaven. The reason is God requires there is no other God except the God of creation. The use of money or its equivalent is an indication Humans don't need God. They have established a substitute. See, God requires that you treat each other as you want to be treated, not just by them, but by God. Because the treatment that you get from them, if it's the righteous treatment, it will be of the Spirit of God. But the substitute that they've accepted is their choice. A law was instituted in the beginning that humans shall reap whatsoever they sow. The seed they plant is the fruit they get. The path that humans are on is their choice. Without God, all paths leads to hell. The only ones excused are those that awake and walk according to the Spirit of God. They are known because they will be killed, as Gandhi, as Dr. Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, for those of you who are currently aware. Some humans awake only when they are too old to do anything. They will be judged. The rest will live and die in the hell of their own creation. I'm not asking you to believe me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not asking you to even pay any attention to this. This is just a message that I was given. And being obedient, I have shared the message with you. And say, to God be the everlasting glory. Thank you so very much for listening.